Sul, vi now Frederge, The Sims. When last we left off, we've hit yet another stumbling block in Danielle's ascension through Studio Town's Ladder of Fame, and that is that Keppel no longer provides 4.0 star power. Keppel now only provides 2.5, which isn't enough for Danielle to gain a promotion, which means that we're going to have to gain another friend with star power. That is easier said than done, because Samantha wants nothing to do with Danielle, and Irma pretty much is our only hope at the moment. Danielle also has a problem with an obsessed fan following her everywhere in Studio Town, and occasionally turning up at her home. Hopefully we'll find a way to deal with the obsessed fan eventually, and hopefully we can find a way to go up one more rung in the Studio Town ladder. I don't want to think that I can only get halfway in the fame career and reach that goal of needing more friends and then have to stop. But then again, it was family friends that stopped Samuel and Dave and Yvette from moving forward in their jobs. Family friends are just such an annoying thing to maintain in The Sims 1, with how quickly those short-term friendships go down. When you have a long-term friendship, that really helps, but it takes such a long time to get that to develop, such as the name long-term friendship, that it's very difficult when you're climbing up the ranks in a job to maintain those friendships for long enough. Hopefully we'll be able to get one more step up at least, just one more rung up that ladder. Fingers crossed, eh? Meanwhile, on the other side of the road, we now have a second bathroom in Dave and Yvette's home, which hopefully is going to serve us well. Roger is about to go to sleep, and Dog is thinking, "What's that sink? I've never seen such a thing before." We're going to let time advance, and when it gets to about 12 o'clock or 12:30, we're going to slow down time and get Yvette up. We are not going to have the same thing happen as we've had happening all these other times, where we've had Yvette get up way too late. Dave's energy is not that great right now. Jim's is really impressive, and so's Roger's, and so is Dog's, and Dog has plenty of food. We don't need to worry about Dog right now. Yvette will take a little while to get up, but not too long. Her energy is at maximum, so she won't be complaining. She will, however, still take a while to start her day. And down you go! We have these up here. You're not going to be using those, however. You're going to be using the ones that are downstairs. After all, nobody else is awake yet. You might as well use the one here. I'm sure Dave will use the one upstairs, just because he's going to be doing things last. You want to very quickly prepare some food, and place it right there. You're not going to wake up. You two might wake up soon, however. You have some delicious food there, and you're going to grab some. Marvellous. And sit down and eat heartily and well, and then you're going to do this and then that, and there's not really much else you need to do. We might actually have a tiny bit of time where you could study something like mechanical, or cooking. Might be a sound idea. Mechanical might actually be good, but I think cooking is better for the moment. And there is El Bandito, here to cause shenanigans. We may have to cancel those and get you to call animal control in a moment. Can you call animal control? You cannot call animal control. That is unfortunate. We'll have that happen, and then this and that. Much better. You're very hungry. Maybe you can take care of El Bandito. Or maybe you don't care about El Bandito. Quick, stop him! He's going to go through the rubbish and wake everybody up. And by everybody, I mean, I think, yep, only Dave. Because only Dave is still asleep. Dog cares not for El Bandito. There is also a massive pile of rubbish right here. I have no idea what that's doing there. Well, it's time for you to get up now. And you actually might as well get rid of that in your list of things to do, because you're going to call animal control instead. And then you're going to get something to eat. There we go, just grab that rather than prepare all new food. There's a lot of rubbish here. A lot of rubbish. A huge pile of rubbish. I know you were woken up by a loud noise outside. I'm surprised you could hear it. Unless all the windows were open. They might have been. You might sleep with all the windows open. Alright, you two are, eating still? You're going to call animal control and get El Bandito to go away? 20 simoleons. Very well spent indeed. Yes, indeed. Please get rid of El Bandito. We're going to eat something, and then we're going to clean up all of this rubbish. Might as well with your hygiene being as... actually, probably a better idea for you to do that first and then that, because your bladder is already really low. What we want you to do right now is we want you to use these two up here, thus saving us a little bit of time and ensuring that you're going to use that. I actually want you to wait a little while. Not that long. You can now use these, because Dave is going to go and grab some food. You, meanwhile, are going to not have an interaction with Dog there. You're going to have an... Actually, you can have an interaction with Dog, because Dave managed to grab some food anyway. Look at this efficiency, now that we have a second bathroom. We can have everybody using the bathroom without having to wait. It's brilliant. That pile of rubbish is not brilliant, however. Not brilliant at all. You'll take care of that after you've finished eating. We're not going to have you take care of it, Yvette, because your hygiene is high, and I think dealing with the that rubbish will lower it quite substantially. You might as well clean that up, though. Nobody else is going to be using that today. We haven't had either of these two take a day off for a very long time, mainly because we don't have that much money, and we need to save all the money that we can, so that we can improve that bathroom upstairs even more. Why don't you view the flamingo? Wait, you don't view the flamingo because I know that you're indifferent to the flamingo. And why not one more interaction with Dog? Can't hurt after all. Unfortunately, Dog is a little bit occupied, so you might as well just wait outside to go to work. And that is a sound that I've heard twice in quick succession. That is the sound for lots of water. And that is not broken, is it? No, it's not. You've just made a mess. That's all you've done. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you could play... Actually, why not do that, eh? Go out there, both of you, and then play a little bit. That seems like a good idea. Meanwhile, you're going to, get rid of that, and then you're going to use this and that again, and then watch some Yeti Man, because why not? You are going to play by playing tag. Run around, have fun. Excellent. Enjoy. Also, you're both rubbish at playing tag, because one of you is meant to chase the other, not just run around the lot randomly. You are terrible at tag. And all that rubbish has now been taken care of, and you're going to take care of the rest of the rubbish as well. Marvellous. Dog, meanwhile, is wondering what's going to happen today. Oh boy, am I going to eat food, run around, and then eventually go get some sleep? I know! I'll go and relieve myself in the place that I always go and relieve myself. Right over here. And now, it is far more morning than it was before. Not yet at the levels that it's bright everywhere, but it's getting there. And you two, are you going to clean up? You might as well go and water everything. And you'll just go and clean things up. How very tidy of you both to make sure everything is nice and spotless outside, and that all the plants have been watered. Dog is barking in victory! We've no idea what he's victorious at. He's always victorious generally. I have been successful in all of my endeavours. Admittedly, all of my endeavours have been interacting with Dave and everybody that lives here, eating food and relieving myself here. I'm pretty good at all of those things. Okay, a little bit of comfort wouldn't go amiss for you two, which would mean watching some television, because comfort is something that definitely rock bottoms a mood eventually. You, meanwhile, are just going to turn on the television and watch some Yeti Man. And then you'll interact with Dog, because you need some social. The school bus will arrive in about an hour, which is fine. we could actually have both of you go and read books. Only after you've dealt with all of this. After you've watered the plants, taken care of everything, then you can sit down for a short while. There we go, and I think you're pretty much done. You might as well read that book and get your comfort up a tiny bit. And you might as well also read a book. Where are you? You're all the way over there. You're not actually going to reach the bookshelf by the time you have to go to school. That is unfortunate. And more Yeti Man was watched. And Dave had a fun time. Unfortunately, you are only going to be sat there for about 5 minutes, whereupon you need to go to school. You both need to go to school, actually. You also need to go to school. That book will fade away into nothing, and I think fun is almost at maximum. Very nearly. That is good enough. Time for you to turn that off and have one interaction with Dog. Where is Dog? There is Dog. Just trying to click on Dog there. Didn't work that well. We shall have that interaction. I think we have time for it. There we go. Dog, Dave wishes to interact with you. I know, I'm just moving over to the place where I wish to be interacted with. This interaction is going oddly, because Dog is there. And Dog is not being... That's not right. That is not how it should go. Dog is going, what is going on? I'm confused. But that worked, and now it is time for Dave to go to work. Dave, are you sure you're not using your magic all the time now? You have 5 in the positive. That's good. And Dog, meanwhile, just runs around doing dog things. Eventually, Dog will go to sleep. Excellent. Any bills? No bills yet. But we did earn some money there, 480 simoleons. Dog is like, somebody is here. I must interact with all of them. You are going to start getting on with the things you want to do this morning. Like, might as well spray those, I guess, because they'll only spread around if they're not taken care of. And then you could watch some television. Why not, eh? We need all the money that we can get, and I'm going to presume that that interaction is not going to happen, so you're going to also turn on the television. Actually, might as well cancel that interaction and have you watch the television that Jim turns on, rather than you both trying to turn on the television. That won't work very well. You actually have a fair amount of energy, which is nice. It makes a change that you have enough energy to do stuff in the afternoon and evening. Time for you to watch the television. There we go. And what are you going to do? You're just going to sit down. You really need some comfort. I wonder how long you're going to sit down for. Roger is just considering the next day. And there is Aristotle, just in the bathroom. And already you've decided, no, I'm done with that. And there is Spike pretending to be Dog. It's just Spike's full-time career, I guess. They're going to talk to one another, and there you go. You know, Dog's over there, right? Never mind, you're going to walk all the way around the pool. You know, you haven't actually used the pool yet. I don't think either of you have used the pool yet. And your comfort is going to go up really quickly. Really quickly indeed. We really need you to, we'll have that interaction. No, wait, never mind, we won't have an interaction happen, because Dog is now, over there. You could watch some television, I guess. Your fun is, pretty much high enough that we don't need to worry about it anymore. So we'll have you, study some cooking, I suppose. Not for very long, mind you. Because we really need you to sit down. Just go and watch some television. There we go. And now you can watch some television, because she'll likely, aha! Dave is home. And there we go. Study cooking, and where is Dog? Dog is ignoring Dave? When did this start happening? I've no idea. But Dave is going to go and talk to Dog instead. Hello, how was your day? It was just like it always was. Absolutely perfect. Everybody isn't sat down. Then again, your comfort is very high, so you don't really need to sit down. What are you going to do today, Dave? I know what he's going to do. He's going to work on his, we could have him do that. We could actually have you, spin some thread, because we don't have any golden thread. Having some golden thread would be useful. And are you having a snack? You really should not be having a snack. But now you have that snack anyway, I suppose you might as well eat it. And you're fine just watching your television some more. When your fun is at maximum, we'll have you take a shower. Why not? I don't know what skill that's improving. Whatever skill it's improving, you don't have. It's mechanical, isn't it? Is he finally going to learn some mechanical? He might learn a tiny bit of mechanical, making some thread. And thus, Dave will no longer have no ranks in mechanical. And the reason why was because of Magic Town. Are you trying to have another snack? Stop having snacks. I don't want you to have snacks. You just make piles of rubbish everywhere, Jim. Nobody will ever know what secret stash of crisps that you have that cost no simoleons. And I'm not going to ask where you get them from. I'm not going to ask. And it looks like you pricked your finger on the needle there. Unfortunate. It's getting pretty late for you. You might want to go and get some sleep. And you want to go and clean all of that up, and then go and get some sleep. You, meanwhile, are going to work a little longer, and you are going to get some sleep now. It looks like Dave could have gotten out of the King's Tower without Rumpelstiltskin. Dave's gained 1 mechanical skill point. You're going to go and get some sleep right now. We need to work on getting 1 piece of golden thread, just so that we can have that in our inventory. We currently don't have any golden thread. We do have a lot of other ingredients, though we have loads of other ingredients. We just don't have enough to make 1 spell. We'll get there eventually, though. Just keep working, and can we add to inventory? Yes, we can! Add to inventory, golden thread. And we're going to see what the golden thread is in the inventory, the description of it, that is. Plenty of food there, worth checking. There it is. As its name suggests, golden thread is simply thread made of gold. As one might imagine, it is a difficult process that can only be done if one possesses a magical spinning wheel. Golden thread is associated with one's house, and is a symbol of a rich and fulfilling domestic life. And we now have 1 piece of it. There we go. And I think everybody is fast asleep, which is fine. We need to keep an eye on your energy. And you're going to get up. You're a little bit less full of energy than you were last time. No bills either. Always good. Time to serve some breakfast and go and start the routine all over again. But this bathroom, definitely worth it. We're going to need to save up a fair amount of money before we can get everything else. Then again, we could get this right now. We could get this right now. That would actually not be so bad. I'm sure we can afford our bills. Right, we'll sell this for 237, and we'll buy this for 1,200. We are almost at the point where we... Actually, do we want to get a light fixture in here too? We don't have a light fixture in here yet, do we? Oh, we do, it's right over there. Silly me, I was looking for one on the ceiling, and not one right in the corner. So we are now 2/3 of the way to having a really nice bathroom. We do, however, need to save up another 2,500 simoleons before we have the shower. And then we'll need to expand this room here just a tiny bit. We could do that first, but I'd rather get that shower first. I'd rather do it first. Go downstairs, prepare food, start the routine again. The days, they go on and on. They go on and on, my friends. And Dog is always there asleep or urinating over there. Speaking of Dog, Dog is awake. Dog heard my singing. That was terrible. Never sing like that again. I apologize, Dog. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll continue to earn a tiny bit more money, so that eventually we can have a room just like this one, only a little bigger. Having 2 bathrooms, definitely a good idea. It's not so much of a problem with Samuel and Danielle, because there's only 2 of them. But with 4, we definitely need to have another bathroom. And you're already up, and you're dreaming of dog. Or is that imposter dog that you're dreaming of? We'll never know. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag.